Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversations. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments, and I'm your host, Laura Michaels Harris. The Easter Bunny came, the Easter Bunny came, the Easter Bunny came. Hey, hey, the Easter Bunny came, and I got a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, the Easter Bunny came. He did. I'm not kidding. I got like 6 bags of coffee. I got a $50 gift card. I got something to put in my plants out in the yard that says I wet my plants. Love it. I posted it on my page. We colored eggs on Saturday night, which I had not done since before I lost my adoptive mom and went into the foster care system. And I had not even thought about that all those years. So anyway, it was a great remembering of myself to some fond memories. That is the greatest thing about fond memories. And oftentimes our fondest memories happen in those spaces which have the designation of being a first in our lives. Our first house, our first child, our first job, our first time graduating. All of those things. Our first wedding. I'm kidding. You want one wedding and one only. I forgot he was down here. Talking about what? That's right. Yeah, one and only, forever and ever. Anyway, you guys, good morning. How was your holiday, your Easter? We were talking about it here, my husband Brian and I, last night, and then I was in a clubhouse room that I go to let the gratitude flow this morning for about 3 minutes. And they called me up, and I went up and I was just saying, they said, what are you grateful for today, Lauren? And I said, I'm grateful for the feeling, the elevated frequency that I experienced yesterday. Did any of you feel that in the atmosphere, where you could just tell that people were smiling wider, that they were laughing harder, that they were hugging tighter, that people were just so grateful for this opportunity? That yesterday, for us anyway, was just so different than it has been since COVID came. It was the closest for us that it has felt to being like it was prior to. And I'm so grateful for that today, that finally, thanks to the vaccine, I almost said thanks to the caffeine, thanks to the vaccine, that we are able to start loosening our belts just a little. So let me know, put in the comments what your fondest memory from Easter weekend 2021 was. I want to know. I really do. This year, season 5 of Bathrobe Moments, you know that our theme is show me your soul. And the promise is I'll show you mine. And that is how we do it. Why? Because we fulfill the promise every single moment that where two of us comes together, something wonderful will happen. Now that is the bell of purpose, and it is here on purpose, and we're going to utilize it with purpose. What do I mean by that? I mean that what that bell is to do is to, when you hear it, it means, hey, wait a minute, stop. Somebody said something. Somebody popped something in the screen, in the chat. Somebody somewhere, even me, in the middle of a senior moment, once in a while, will have one of those, ooh, now that was a good one. It means don't just go flying past it, because what was that in the middle of the road? Just because it's in the middle of the road doesn't mean it's roadkill. It could be something that you can use to soul fill. Take it and pour it into yourself. Give it to someone else and keep this ball of being service to others rolling. Can we agree on that? Can I get an amen? I thought I could. This is the time every day that I welcome to the show my sidekick. This is my version of Ed McMahon, Miss Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. And today we're drinking on, are you ready? One of the coffees I got from the Easter Bunny. Jamaican me crazy. You know, you Jamaican me crazy, right? Now, if this was a blind taste test, what would I say this tastes? Hold on. I don't know, something bitter. But anyway, I'm drinking it for medicinal reasons anyway. But I also psych myself out because I love coffees that have dessert names. Glazed donut, cinnamon bun, because I, can drink it and trick myself into believing because I smell it. Just smell it, stare at the picture on the bag, try it. You might just see that you can psych yourself out, right? Better to smell a cinnamon glazed donut than to eat one, right? And we did. We ate a whole apple pie. Honey? Oh, I ate a whole apple pie. And anyway, but this morning I got to the health club 20 minutes early. I did an extra 100 sit-ups and did my little fast pace 4 miles an hour on the treadmill. Added 6.5 incline, I might add. So I'm trying to get there, y'all. How about you? Any health tips? I got 10 pounds yet to go to hit my goal before I go do a photo shoot at the end of the month. If you have any tips that helps get rid of that, what you call it, that COVID-15 on one, 7.5 on this side, 7.5 on this side. I need your help. Let me know what you do to get rid of those jelly rolls, right? So speaking of our guest today, I don't think he has to worry about any of that stuff because he's so young. They get out of bed and have lost weight. Make me sick. Can't stand them. I'm just kidding. I'm just jealous. His name is Addison Hayden, and I came across him. I believe it's on LinkedIn. And let me just tell you a little bit about him, and then we'll get him in here and get this party started. I love young people. I just do. They're our future. And I love young people who are doing something. And they're doing something with purpose. And that's the case with today's guest. So Addison Hayden Jr. Don't leave that junior off. He'll tell you, boy, let me tell you something. You don't want to do that. Anyway, Addison Hayden Jr., he's a 25-year-old from Clinton, Maryland. He graduated from Hampton University in 2017 with his bachelor's in business management. After working with his mother for her company, Vision Quest, IJN Inc., and invention of the unique seat. Wonder what that is. We'll find out. He went on to start his own company, KANDLE with a K Music. His music streaming mobile app specializes in bringing people together through music, giving users and artists the opportunity to upload their music, select their streaming radius, and live stream. And they're set to launch this in 2021. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I think that's a brilliant idea. I want to get some of it myself, and I hope you do too. We're going to find out. So at this point, I didn't mean to do that. Now that really was a senior moment. I was trigger happy. You see that? I was trigger happy. Now I'm stuck because I'm like, what was I supposed to be saying? Lord have mercy. 59 and counting. Wait, 58. I'll be, oh my goodness. Coming up into 59. Anyway, pour your hearts into the screen. Put your hearts into this interview. Call, phone, do whatever you need to do. Wave your neighbor in, but pass this forward. Hit the share button right now and welcome our guests. Put some hearts on the screen. That's easy and it's free. Put some hearts on the screen as we welcome in bathrobe moment fashion. Today's guest, here he comes, Addison Hayden. Hi, Penny Ladder. Just saw her over there. I almost said, did you catch how I turned that possible senior moment around? And I almost said Addison Hayden. And I said Hayden.
Yeah, I love it.
You knew, didn't you?
Yeah. I felt it. I was with you on that one. So
okay. I'm gonna say something here real quick. I can already tell. I wish I would have asked for a baby picture or a toddler picture, because I know you look exactly the same.
I do. I
know. I can already see you. Did your mom used to dress you up for Easter in your little suits?
Exactly. 3-piece suits, with the vests and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Them little jokers wearing hats now, the boys.
Yeah. I was never in the hats. I have a big head, so I just stick with glasses and keep it simple.
It's a very nicely rounded head, I might add, and obviously full of a lot of good stuff in there. Because look at all you're doing. Listen, say hello to everybody and let them know where you are in the world, and then we'll get started. I'd like to get started with your story, your backstory. So say hello, tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Addison Hayden Jr. I am from Clinton, Maryland. I'm currently in PG County, Maryland right now. And I've pretty much been here my whole life, except for college. I went to Hampton University, as Mr. Harris said. And, that's pretty much how I came into things. Well, I guess starting off, my mom was always a salesperson. She's a saleswoman, superwoman, I would add. I always wrote my papers about her. And, that was something I always strived to be. Mm-hmm. And, that's pretty much what got me here. It's pretty much got me into college. My dad as well. He was a very huge supportive factor. And, both they were just like, hey, look, whatever you want to do, chase your dreams. And I was like, I want to sell things. So lemonade stands and selling candy in school, selling shoes, helping my mother. Yeah.
Oh, you mean at a shoe store?
not my own shoes. Just, buy them cheap, flip them high. And,
okay, so you were really a little entrepreneur.
I was trying.
That's what I was too. I was that same way. When I was 10 years old, I was a Shackley distributor. I forged my age on the application.
Oh, wow.
And I made in 2 years almost $8,000 selling door to door. Well, I started selling their spices, their extracts, vanilla, maple, and I would bake things and go around and give the housewives little samples. Wow. And when they rant and rave about the flavor, I said, well, I could share my secret with you. And that's how I did it. And wow. So I get that. That's awesome. That's why I love young people. When I see kids selling, except for them Girl Scout demons, those ones that come around, I can't, I
have a weakness.
I do too. And they know what they're doing, putting on all the, hi. And I look at them, I'm like, Jesus, give me strength at the grocery store. Don't make me cuss this little girl out. Don't make me cuss this little girl out because her mama gonna get mad. But I end up buying them anyway because it's to support. I always say I'm gonna give them away. I give them away all right to my belly. Right. Right. So, Addison, tell us at what age did you start thinking? But at what age did you know I don't want to go to work for somebody else? Because you did go to college, you got a degree in
business management.
And what did you think you were going to do with that when you were going down the list of things to be or majors to declare? What did you see in your mind as far as what you would be doing with this degree, and how does it line up with what you're actually doing?
So ironically enough, I knew I had to go to college for the paper that says degree, right? I didn't think I was going to go to college and then find a job and they're going to segue me into my career. I knew that if I wanted to get a relatively good job to fund my dream, I need to get a degree. And that was pretty much the goal. I never really wanted to work for anyone ever. And I still don't. Yeah, that's even while I was in college, I looked through franchises. I was like, okay, well, maybe I can work for somebody, but have my own version of it through a franchise.
Right. Yeah.
And,
right.
And the prices to get into the franchises,
it's a lot.
They're taking more than you're making. So
to tell us about when you were growing up, you had both parents at home, right?
Correct.
Which is great because a lot of African-American young men and women don't have that blessed space. And so you had two parents investing and pouring into you. How many siblings?
I'm the only child, spoiled and only.
Well. I had an idea. That's why I was kind of going that way through the side door. So do you feel that that's been an advantage, or do you sometimes wish you had siblings?
Till this day, I still wish I had siblings. But my siblings came in a different way. My cousins, I was very close with all of my cousins up in New Jersey. My cousin Jamad, who stayed and lived with us, and that's like my brother to this day currently. Mm-hmm. So I was able to make friends, and playing video games by yourself sucks before online playing. But I think the main thing that happened as an only child was that I became selfish. Of course, I'll give that to everyone. Yes, only children are relatively selfish, but I felt like I was able to learn more because attention wasn't spread out everywhere. Mm-hmm. All attention was on me. They're focused on me, and if I did something wrong, it's clearly my fault.
Right. Addison, I want to ask you something. I hope you're okay with this, because here on Bathrobe Moments, I think you heard me say when we were getting started that our theme this year is "Show Me Your Soul, and I'll show you mine." So I really would love to hear you speak to something that I love to ask guys just like you, because you're living it. You're 25 years old. You are a Black man, and with what's going on in Minneapolis right now with the trial of the officer from the George Floyd slaying, and all of that's been going on with BLM, and just not even just that, the actual pulse of society in our country in the last couple years, and let me clear that up. The last, as many as I can count, decades as far as this thing. I want to know how you feel. I talk to a lot of parents of kids just like you that look just like you, and they're worried. The parents say that it is one of their greatest fears, raising a Black child, especially a male, in this day and age. And I just wondered, have you ever experienced any of those things? You're a degreed kid or young man. Have you ever experienced any of those things, driving while Black, any of those things that you hear? And what do you feel about what's going on? And how do you feel you can be a part of the solution to help change this thing around? Or at least I don't think I'll see it in my lifetime. I pray I would. But if I don't, what are you going to try to do, in your opinion, to put some pressure on getting this changed in your lifetime for your kids, possibly, if you choose to have them? I know that was a lot.
That was a loaded question, but I have 2 points to this. So first things first, I am, of course, as a Black man, as a human being in general, it's horrible to see another person killed, especially police brutality, and it's not new. It's nowhere near new. It's been happening.
Any color.
Yeah, and it's just now getting to video. So I'm glad everyone even has the opportunity to see that this is our reality as
Black people. Have you seen it?
I have.
The whole thing, like.
Yeah, and I
haven't seen it.
I had to watch it at least 3 to 4 times to get through the full thing, because it stirs up something inside you after a while. there's an instinct, right, to either fight or flight. And as a Black person, we usually turn to fight when pushed into a corner.
Right.
So what I don't want to happen, and which has already kind of happened, is that, you know, we're starting to not like the police, because the police are no longer being seen as people who are serving the community or helping or fixing things. They're more seen as, and for all the good cops out there, I apologize, but tyrants, right? They're people who are now attacking.
There are a lot of good cops.
There are.
There really, really are.
Yeah, and the bad cops, they're not all white either. And that's another stereotype. I've had my license broke in front of me by a Black cop for something that had nothing to do with anything. He broke my license. He took it.
And you know, that is a part of the narrative that gets left out quite often, because I too even break my license, but you know, you can tell when I don't know what it is. I don't even try to judge it, but I've detected that too, where, you know, and even in, like, we live in the suburbs, and you know, some Black kids come around every now and then selling magazines and things like that. And I had 2 instances a couple of years ago. I'll never forget. I think I spoke about it on Bathrobe Moments back then, if some of you remember. And our front door, when it's open, that security door is all glass, so you can see everything. There's no bar, you know, nothing in there to separate squares or anything, just one big old thing. And 2 weekends in a row, first a Black girl, then 2 little Black guys came around selling stuff, and they ring the doorbell and run all the way down to the street, dang near. And they saw me coming, and I still kept backing up. And I was like, "Why y'all way down there?" And they said, this was before COVID. And they said, well, because when we come out here from the city to sell our magazine stuff, you know, sometimes people don't want you on the property. And so we move off the property once we ring the doorbell. Because, you know, we've had people pull bats on us, let dogs out on us. And I was like, I know, but I said, but I'm Black. You saw me through the door. They said, those are the people that usually pull the bats out here in the suburbs and open the door and say they're going to stick their dogs on us. The people of color. That messed me up for real. Yeah, so I started picking the 2 boys up every week when they'd come and driving them around, because I wanted to show, I want to see who's doing this right now. But anyway, you're right. There are a lot of elements of this story that we don't speak to. So, but are you ever, your peers and stuff, young people of all colors, right? I'm gonna tell you this, why I haven't watched it is because, first of all, my husband is Caucasian. And I remember when I was a kid and Roots came out, and I was watching Roots in class with all my little friends, and my best friend Scott was sitting right across from me, and I couldn't help it. Every time they did something to poor little Kunta on there, little Kunta Kinte, I would turn to my friend Scott, and he'd look at me and he'd see me going. So you want to cut his foot off? That's what you're gonna do, Scott? You're gonna cut his foot off? See, and that's the thing. It makes me, you know, and it's like you just, so, it's a big thing, isn't it?
It makes you look at people the wrong way, even though they had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. What do you say we can do as a people, all colors, to just help make the little corner of the world we live in better, and just more accessible and equally balanced, equal footing for all people? You got any ideas of how you're going to help do that?
You have to blow the whistle. Honestly, there are groups of people everywhere. There are groups of people everywhere. They know they have bad people in those groups. There are bad apples and a bunch of great ones, and it spoils the bunch, as you know, so to speak. And you can't let stuff like that go on. If you have a police department and there's 30 cops in there, and you know there's a group of 5 that are horrible, that group of 5 needs to leave, regardless of who they know, how long they've been there, seniority. It doesn't matter. If they're the reasons no one likes your whole department because of 5 people out of 30, they need to go. They don't need to get transferred. They need to not be cops. Same thing with people who are judges, congressmen, state officials, even down to like in your banks. You know, Black people, we've always had a hard time getting loans or any kind of mortgages or any of that kind of stuff. If it's because of a certain bank teller that always denies the same type of person, they don't need to be working there. Someone needs to blow the whistle. Don't be afraid. Speak your truth. And if there's consequences against you, at least you spoke your truth and you don't feel guilty that something is happening and you have control and you are letting these things happen deliberately.
Right. Great answer. I love that. Hey, let's back up a little bit. In your bio, it said you did something with your mom. Then there was that thing. There's something about the something seat.
Oh yeah, the unique seat.
What is
So
that? Is it a toilet seat? I'd say in my head, I say, I bet you it's a toilet seat. Is it?
so I'm gonna give you the pitch here, right? This is the pitch we did for Steve
Okay.
Harvey and Entrepreneur Elevator Pitch.
Okay, let's
So,
hear.
so the unique seat is the next best thing for any kind of outdoor activity. It is 2 stadium chairs attached to a queen size blanket. The top is fleece, the bottom is waterproof. All the corners are weighted so it doesn't go blowing in the wind. And it's a 5-pound backpack. It all folds together. So you're not carrying around clanky metal chairs hitting you in the ankles. You're not having pillows, and it's all one backpack, 2 chairs, and a blanket. It's perfect. We used it yesterday for we went to a church outside in the stadium, and we had to sit in this metal bleachers, popped out the unique seats, strapped them on to the to the bleachers, stadium seating just right there.
And were people looking at you like, where'd they get that at?
He was like, "What is that guy unfolding over there?" Up and now it's a backpack.
Did anyone ask you about it?
Yeah, so actually 2 people they came up to me afterwards and they were curious about it. I told them to go to Amazon.com, check out the unique seat. And yeah, that's
I wish Sherry McQueen. Oh, Sherry McQueen is here. Say that again, and Sherry will pop it in, and she's like our little court stenographer.
Awesome. It is the unique seat, and it's on Amazon.com.
TheUniqueSeat.com. Put it in for us, would you, Miss Sherry? Thank you so much. So, have you guys thought about getting on that show, Shark Tank, with that?
So we've actually tried, I think, about 3 times. We got this close, this close, because it's the process. You gotta go through the interview process, and the videos in, and
I have a connection to Kevin Harrington. So maybe I ain't promising that.
Try it again. It never hurts to try.
Let's talk about that. Maybe we'll be able to help you get a little bit closer, right? Right? You came close, but you want to get closer. You guys know how I feel about the ER in life. When we wake up every day, we don't have to start using all 26 letters of the alphabet. When we get up, we're already great. We're already smart. We're already bright. What we need to do is just look for 2 letters to attach to what already is. And you only find that when you wake up with an attitude of gratitude. Whatever you're grateful for, look for the ER to take it to the next level. Take bright to brighter, smart to smarter, strong to stronger. Can I get an amen? Yes. So we're going to try to get you from close to closer, right? Yep. Right. So we're going to go to a short break really quickly. And when we come back, Addison, I would love to get into what you're doing with your music company. I'd love to know what your mission statement is, what your founder's statement is. And what I really want to know, and I know all you nosy ones out there just like me, because we looking at Addison, but we be peering all behind him, trying to see what else is in the room, right? Look, we did it back in the day when we were watching Vicky and Nikki and Victor on Young and the Restless. We knew everything in their house. So we do it here. I want to know about that beautiful painting that's right behind you. Definitely. Behind you. Yes. So we're going to talk about that when we get back. You guys, in just a moment, we're going to return with our guest today, Addison Hayden, to find out all about KANDLE with a K music. Don't go away. This is a great time to invite someone for the rest of the show. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Laura Michaels Harris, and we are halfway through today's installment of Bathrobe Moments with my guest, Addison Hayden. Now, before I get Addison back in here, I want to say thank you and hats off to both of my sponsors for today and apologize to Jillian Sandoval. I was reaching trying to find my banana. I threw a piece of paper on the top of it and hit the button and cut her commercial off early. Sorry, girl. I'll make it up to you. And also, get over if you know anyone that is dealing with alcohol, drug abuse problems, and need a spiritual and a rehabilitative program that can help them find their purpose and get back on track. Check out Jillian Sandoval and the Awaken Women's Drug and Alcohol Rehabilitation program. If you need more information, DM me. I'll be happy to connect you. And also Swing and Fun by Crystal. She is a veteran from the Navy. She creates those beautiful swings for toddlers, and the swings grow with the children. Beautiful, beautiful. I have a lot of friends who purchased them. Nothing but good things to say. So here we go. Back to the show. Welcome back, Mr. Addison. Tell us about that painting.
So this
Get that
right here. This is Bob Marley.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I know his daughter.
Really?
Amani.
Oh,
Yes. You
I.
have to send me a picture of that so we can. Who made it?
So I'm not sure. My mom actually got it from a gallery. She brought it to me as a present, and because she knows I love Bob Marley. Aside from this music, but his frequencies. He actually had his music in 432 hertz, which is the frequency of the Earth. You know, and it's not the same frequency you hear on the radio. We listen to 440 frequency now, but 432 is what makes everyone feel so relaxed. And it's like, wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. This is how I really got into music. And it's the Prince. Prince did 432 hertz. Bob Marley. Who else? Elton John.
Really?
Really, really woke artists who understand the brain outside of, just the ears.
Isn't that something? See what you get when you deal with young people? They know a lot of stuff, y'all. Right. Wow, how interesting. Shoot me a screenshot of that, and I'm going to send it to Amani along with your name and where she can hook up with you with the KANDLE music.
Wow.
She's down in Atlanta. Wonderful. She came and supported us at the Power of We Symposium Atlanta a couple years ago, and we've been hosted a dinner for me at her house. She's just a beautiful person inside and out, and she's Bob Marley's firstborn. Yes, she is. And I met her through Charles Maddox, who I used to do Bathrobe Moments After Dark with, which is her nephew, Bob Marley's some nephew, I guess, too. So, yeah, Bob Marley is his uncle. So he's a celebrity chef, Charles Maddox. Another great person. So see how it is? Told you the promise when we come together. So, and it's so beautiful. I just love the colors. What a mom you have. So tell us about KANDLE music. Explain everything I spoke of in the bio. I love that. There are a lot of people out there. We had Ray Coates here a couple of weeks ago from UK, and he did this collaborative thing where he wrote the music and stuff, but a number of different lyricists contributed lines and verses, and then they put it into one big, what do you call that? Collaboration. I was going to say conglomeration. Isn't that a word? Conglomeration. Sherry McQueen, Google that. Is that a word? Conglomeration. Collaboration and
I think so, yeah.
Conglomerate. I don't know what I was doing anyway. I'm just saying, somebody's out there inventing words. How you think we got blue? So anyway, go ahead and tell everybody about KANDLE. Who's it for? What are you doing with it? And how is it different from what we already see and know?
Awesome. So today's everything that we hear right now on the radio is GMO music.
What's that?
It's just same like your food, genetically modified. It's all crap. It's terrible. and this is my personality. And this is
glad my stuff ain't on the radio.
Yeah, as a 25-year-old, I can't stand our music that we have today that makes it, and I've heard your music. You make music, Lauren. You make music. I like your music.
You do? You just sing it because you're on the show.
I went on Spotify. I did my research first. So
I like you, nephew.
So KANDLE music this is the Whole Foods of music. This is the Harris Teeter of music. We give the platform for fertile land for people who are making actual real deal music, who aren't making it to the mainstream because they're talking about whatever they want to talk about. As a person from the DMV or DC, Maryland, Virginia area, we have so many people who are on street corners playing music, who are panning out their CDs, who are on SoundCloud. And they're really good artists, and I've heard so many really good people who are making all different types of genre of music. I like the whole
I
fusion.
love that.
So I really wanted to make a platform for us that where we can keep this seeds in music, this organic music, and actually give people an opportunity to grow. And the biggest thing about Candle Music is, aside from just uploading your music for free, and aside from just chatting with your community live and live streaming your music from yourself, but selecting your streaming radius is what makes a person who's local. Because when you upload music today, you're all over the world automatically, and you're automatically lost in the sauce. No one can find you. But when you have the opportunity to say, hey, I just want to stream in just Maryland, I want to stream just in California, or I want to stream just in the east side of America, now you're able to build your community the way that you want to build it, and start from small, big, and become a big fish in a small pond.
So hold on. I got a stingy question. Self-serving.
Sure.
All about me in just a second. Sherry, so I guess, Sherry, you didn't find it? Who is the seat made by? And I'll find the exact one and put it in here.
So check out theuniqueseat.com. I don't think we're on Amazon anymore.
Oh,
theuniqueseat.com, and it's made by my mother, Shirley Hayden.
okay. I just put it in the comments too. Okay, we'll find it. Trust me.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get it out there.
Sherry's so good. She ought to work for the courts, because she could track down anybody and anything. Trust me. So we'll get on that. Okay, so I love this idea. So what about people that, a lot of independent artists, like you said? So what is the process? What's the first thing a person needs to do to start the dialogue or the discovery process of whether they're a good fit with Candle and Candle with them? What do you recommend happens first?
So being that we're about to launch, we are looking for artists, at least a minimum of 15 per genre. So for those who are that we want to be on the Candle Music team, I just want it to be, we review it with our team. We have 5 people on our team. We have Penny Watkins, we have Chris Gray, Trevor Peterson, me, Addison Hayden, and a couple more people on the team that, this is pretty much the 22 Candles crew, 22 Candles podcast on YouTube that we have, where we talk about music.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
All right. I had to throw that in there. 22 Candles with a K. We review your music. We go over it. If we like the audio, we like how, we like the feel. Granted, not every genre is for us, but we recognize good music when we hear it.
Okay. So again, Marsha's in the house. It's all about me. Oh wait, I shouldn't have sang because I'm hoarse. That ain't what I sound like. So I'm just saying, scratch that. You never heard it. I just erased it. Okay, let's use me as an example. I have a finished product. Where do so I go to candlemusic.com and upload, fill out some stuff, and then you get back at me?
So you could go to Candle. So it's candleapp.com, KANDLE app.com.
Oh,
and at the bottom, you'll see our email, which is candleapp@gmail. And you can just send us an email. And I have my emails right to my phone, right to my laptop. It's immediate that second.
Candleapp.com. Let's see. Tell me if this is correct. I'm going to do it. Candle. Oh, that's supposed to be a period, y'all. Have you not seen these fingers? They hit 5 and 6 buttons at a time. So I'm just saying. I know. Down in sore hands. So I'm serious. I'm going to do it.
Please. Since we are launching this week, we opened the beta open in December from January to test it out, let people go through it. At the time we had Spotify on it, but there's some issues with, legal. I'm not trying to get the pantsuit off of me. I'm not trying to lose my shirt just yet. So we're taking Spotify off, and we're making sure that it's completely homegrown. If it's your music, you can upload it. But for those we want to be on the Candle Music team, come to me. You can send us an email at candleapp@gmail.com, or send us a DM on Instagram at @candle_music. And again, that's something I control. I have it on my phone all the time. I constantly reach out to artists through Instagram. So if you send me a DM, we're open, we're a public page, and we'll go through some of your content. We'll see what you're talking about, and then you'll get that beautiful recognition.
Where's my church fan? Way over there. I had to move stuff a week ago when I filmed my master class, and I haven't put all the crap back around over here. But I need my church fan because I just got a download for you.
Oh yeah,
I did. Are you ready?
sure.
For real. Witness, everybody. Watch this. Okay, I got a download for you to consider actually including in Candle Music a space for spoken word.
Ooh, I'm gonna write that down on my
You
notes.
sure need to. Put it on your wall of purpose.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on my notes.
That's what. See all them post-it notes over there.
Ooh, goodness gracious.
Everything back there started over there. And I sit my behind right in the middle every day. From that's the future, this the past, this the now.
Wow.
Right. Right. I'm telling you. You know why? Do you remember last year? What was it? America's Got Talent? The guy who won with spoken word. People are, and I on Clubhouse. I sit there. I found a room a couple weeks ago where people were spitting their spoken word, and I thought, let me just listen. I ain't got doing nothing, and I got stuck for like an hour and a half.
Yep.
I was like, wow, So anyway, that was the download. Do what you want with it.
No, I love spoken word, and that's how hip hop originated. It was poetry. They were speaking about real topics, about real things. It's not all about sex, drugs, money, cars. That's cool, but that's not our reality. Rap and hip hop was about our reality. It was about cops and the struggle, or your life, or just fun. Remember when music was about fun?
Yes. Right. We were talking about that this weekend. Dominic Rivera, the Oracle, said yes, and for meditations.
100%.
Okay. Oh, and there's candleapp.com. Thank you for fixing that, Sherry. Oh, and she found it.
There it is.
Uniqueseat.com. There it is, everybody. Click it after the show. Don't be running over there now, please. And so wow. Oh, she just sent Ray Coates and said, "Come out and check out." Oh, you get ready to get some. You get ready to get some signups. There you go. So, what does it cost? Let's talk about that real quick. How does it work as far as the investment part from our side of the table?
So right now, once we launch, we are launching the beta. It is free. It's free to upload your music. If no matter who you are, if you download the app, if you have your own music, like my niece's music.
Did you say free?
Currently, for now, until we start ramping up, it is free. It's free.
Free. Yes. Y'all better go on now and quit playing. Free.
FREE.
Wow. So I can't wait to get over to the site and check it out. So what are your hopes with this, Addison? And how can we as a collective be of service to you? What would you need from us right now? If you could have anything, if you could have your druthers, what would you love for us, those of us here now, to help you with?
Well, as usual, anyone who's starting a business, the first thing we need is support. Post us on Instagram, post us on your Facebook, go to screenshot our ads or our flyers, just put it on our page, because first off, I love our logo. It's a candle in the music with a fire on top. So I want people to see that logo and understand that this is the place where music is heard. This is the place where artists are grown into organic crops that become now the mainstream. I want to switch the narrative on what is mainstream, what real music is, because real music is homegrown. It's not from the same couple of companies.
Right. And it's not the kind of thing where, not to take nothing, Brew, that's my bro, Bruno Mars. We got it like that. I'm kidding. You hear him, you hear the first chords, first few notes, 8 bars, 16 at the most, you know exactly who it is, because it's a formula. You know what I mean? You can tell Weekend, and I love all these people, but that's Babyface. As soon as you hear some old Babyface, that's Babyface, right? Isley Brother, that's Isley Brother, right? And it's a formula thing that people use, but this homegrown stuff, there's so much good music out there. Music, lyrics, the flow in that pocket, all of it. So, wow, where would you like to see Candle Music say, let's start close a year from now?
So one, we'll be launched. And I really want to take that spot of the quote unquote SoundCloud rapper. I want it to be now. That's a Candle music artist. You know, I want that to be the next name, a Candle music artists. This is, I mean, and think about it this way, right? In a year from now, I want even record labels, before they bring on a new artist, to be like, okay, let's see how well you do. Let's stream your music in Maryland. Let's stream your music in Colorado. Let's use Candle Music. We're going to stream your stuff right there for, let's say, 5 hours. And if you do well, we have a good amount of people. We have some likes, and people are joining and listening to you. We'll sign you. So not only is a good way to measure someone's music and based off of how many people will bring them in, but it's also a good way for someone, like my niece, she is incredibly talented, but she's young and she's just now starting. She recorded a couple of her songs, and she doesn't know where to put it. She doesn't have the money to put it on Spotify or Apple Music, but if you can do it for free and grow for free, and then let me say this again, for free.
Yes, that's the nice FRE. I had to count. I was going to say the nicest 4-letter word I've ever heard, but then I was like, how many letters in free? Public school, y'all. Sorry.
I had to count too.
Okay,
there it is.
So, I tell myself all the time when I'm trying to spell something out loud, I have to say it out loud. So, what about this? So, there's so much I want to ask. I just love this idea. Nice. I'm shocked because I'm like, I don't think I've heard of this. So, Addison, is there an age thing? I mean, young, old, genre. What if it's country? What if it's, are there parameters?
So personally, I can't make an app with parameters because I love so many different types of music. I listen to gospel. I listen to country. My mother, who I want to use my app because she's my mom, she listens to contemporary Christian, and I want her to use my app. So I don't want her to hop on and the only thing she listens to and hears is rap, cussing, and all that, today's music. So
that's another thing. And talk about that. Are there any things that aren't allowed on Candle? For instance, explicit music. What about that person that feels like,
if that's the music that you make, then feel free. But before jumping into someone's party, you see who's streaming around you. There's a title to each one, so you know what you're getting yourself into before you jump into it. So there are so many different genres now. There's nerdcore. There's so many different genres. And granted, we want to be the platform for them. But I love it. Being that we have the ages 18 until, I want people to know what they're getting themselves into. Oh, this is the meditation room. Oh, this is the country room. Oh, this is the Sunday vibes room. There's reggae.
Nice.
Or contemporary and all of that kind of stuff. So everyone has a title. There's all different types of genres. And that's why we want to bring artists to the app so that we can build these little pockets for different genres.
Love it.
For people to join into and fill
Love it. I think this is a brilliant, brilliant idea. And I know you got something. Look at Clubhouse. There's rooms where people are just playing music. I was in one while I was at the health club this morning. I go into one at least once a day. When I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, there's a real nice vibe, and it's a vibe. The world is starting to feed on vibe, which is the frequency, the law of attraction, creating that flow, that thing that's inside of a spot when we collectively bring all of our shine. There's really, I know that's one of the reasons for the pandemic. It's because it pushed us back together where we were wittingly separated. There was a lot of fractions inside of what should not be for us just as people. And music has always been, in my opinion, music and art, the arts, always something that brings all people together. It is a universal language, right or wrong.
100% a universal language. And that's why we say spread your flame. That's what Candle's about, spreading your flame. And if you don't make music, find your flame. What do you like? What's new? We are illuminating the world with people's music right now. And that's what Candle does. And that's what we want other people to find. Either you making your fire or you're finding it. And that's
I got several people that I'm gonna send your way that have been on the show that are musicians that have independent music out there. Let me ask you, how many artists do you have signed currently?
So officially signed, we have around 50 people, all different types of genres. And like I said, I want 15 per genre minimum. I'm still trying to get the electro, dance, techno part into it, but it's very easy as a black man, and not to stereotype, it's very easy for me to find rappers, R&B singers. It's very easy because all of my friend group, we all know someone, and they all know someone. But it's breaking that circle, and I love all music. I
want to connect you with Sonny Von Cleveland also.
Please.
He's on E360, but he's also someone who coaches with me and a great, great friend. But he has a big thing on YouTube. I can't remember the exact name of it, where he reviews music, and he has 47,000 followers on YouTube. Sonny Von Cleveland, and it's all about music. They sit there and they talk about, yeah, you know, pump it or dump it or whatever that is, make it or break it. And he would really be a great resource for you, and you for he or him. Which one is it? Public school. I don't know. You know what I mean. For each other. There you go. You be good for each other. You guys get over to Candle Music. No, what is it?
KANDLE.com. Yes.
This one. But with a period in there, y'all know. Sherry, I need to just let you be the back. You need, never mind, we'll talk. So anyway, the Whole Foods of Music, love that. On Instagram, it's Instagram at @Kandle_music. But if Facebook's your jam, at Kandle App, KANDLEAPP. So how long did it take you guys to put this all together? And the launch is officially when?
So it's official in 2021. I can't give an exact month because we're just making
2021.
It's happening this year, this summer, if not midsummer, late summer. But I want to make sure it's perfect.
Y'all know what that? Wait a minute. Y'all know what that was right there, right? I told y'all it was a real thing. That was a junior moment. It ain't just us with senior moment. That was a junior moment. They got them too. There it is. Embrace it, Junior. Embrace it. Get used to it. You better learn how to. I'm telling you, people come flying at you like a tennis ball machine. Right. I was like, every day. What's my name? I'm just kidding. Not that yet. But I have found myself wandering around. Oh, this is the worst senior moment ever. Are you ready for this? Right. I'm not kidding, y'all. One day I was on the phone with somebody. I think it was Aaron, the president of E360, and I was distracted. He was like, "Lauren, do I need to call you back? Because I can tell you're distracted." And I said, "I'm sorry, Aaron. I'm sorry." I said, "I'm panicking." I said, "We've been on the phone 30 minutes, and I'm looking. I can't find my phone." in my show opener with Chris Tomlinson, my #1 guest, you'll see me read my lips, y'all. The next time you watch that opener, you'll see me going, no, I can't find my phone. That was that day. And he said, "Well, Lauren, how many phones do you have?" And I was like, "1. Why do you think I'm so desperate?" He goes, "Well, what are you talking on?" I looked at my husband later that night, and I just looked over and I said, "Girl, you know, look, because I'm telling you what, now that's worse than your glasses on your forehead, all of that." But anyway, a junior moment. What can we expect? What is your mission statement? Do you have one, a founder's vision? Little Mary Gordy. What?
So, I just honestly, I keep it as simple as possible. It is either find your flame or spread your flame. Point blank, period.
Just bring the heat.
Bring it. We want all of the music. This is homegrown, organic, seeds in kind of music. If you want your music on here, we are trying to raise $10,000 on our spot fund.
What is it?
Spot fund. So spot fund, SPOTFUND/Candle Music.
Drop that in the comments so people can get to it when you get a chance. Now, is that like a Kickstarter campaign?
It is kind of like a Kickstarter, but Kickstarter takes way too much of the winnings or donations.
Talk about what we'll do with that.
So the $10,000 is going to our lawyer, it's going to our accountant, and it's going to our developer so that we can make sure that the app is perfect for these artists. And just because we're a Black company, I don't want you supporting me just because I'm Black. I want you to support Candle Music because this is where artists need to grow. That's it.
I love it. I love it. Listen, you are officially a new play nephew, which is real. I'm serious. I got like 6 of them. And that means, let me tell you what that means. That means that you can call on me anytime. Anytime. You know, I go to bed around 4:30 in the afternoon because I'm that old. I'm kidding. I don't. I usually go to bed about 10 though. I mean it. Anything that you can think of that I or the people around me in my circle of influence would be able to do to promote and help you. I love this idea. I'm sending my project through and see if I can get in there. I want, as we get out of here, out of the 50 people that you've gotten so far, if you, and this doesn't mean anything for those of you who are a part of that 50, if you watch this now or later, I just want to know which one of those 50, when I say, I know you found one at least that you go, ooh wee, who is it? Give us that name. Who is it? That one you go, I'm so glad we got them. Whoa.
So I got very lucky because this person
You
is
didn't get
family.
lucky. Ain't no such thing as lucky. I told you, nephew, put your hand out. Put it out. Stick it out in front. You were blessed. Ain't no such thing as luck.
So I'm blessed to have a musically inclined family. My cousin Jelani is an amazing singer. He's really, really good. Like, he should be mainstream. So I'm happy that I was able to grab him up. He is on a label, but he is someone that I actually listened to when I was driving down Rodeo Drive, headed towards the Steve Harvey show. I was about to get a haircut. I was listening to BMW. I was listening to my cousin Jelani at Jelani or Lonnie. And it's really good music. I love a good singer.
And what's the balance right now, male to female ratio?
More male than female, so I definitely need more female artists to.
You need more female artists.
100%.
Well, as we get out of here, we got 1 minute left. I'm going to rotate your connectors on the screen for those of you who may have missed it. Also, I'm going to ask Addison to head over to his phone or some device and also drop all of those links into the comments. So you can just tap them now and head over and check out more. You guys, anyone you know that has talent, has a message, is a lyricist, get at our guest here today. I almost said Jelani. Get at Addison because I'm dying to hear. You got to hook me up so I can hear him.
Sure.
Let me hear you. And get over and support. Okay. I am so proud of you, young nephew, for what you're doing and for all the things that I know you are yet to do. I'm gonna keep my eye on you. We're gonna keep our fingers on the pulse of all that you're doing to make this world a better place. Final thoughts.
The last thing I want to say, and this is to everyone, you are what you think about. And when I say you are what you think about, when people say, knock and the door will be open, seek and you shall find, that's not just a Bible verse. It's the reality of how you think. If you plant that seed in your mind, you are rich, you are successful, you're good at your job, you're a great mother, and that's what you want, that is who you will become. And one of the biggest problems with not everyone, our country today, the opposite of courageous in our country isn't being a coward, it's conformity. Don't conform. Be who you want to be, and don't follow the crowd just because everyone's going in that direction.
Look at them hearts on the screen. Boy, you said, okay, Jerry Springer, final thoughts. I knew it. Yeah, we getting it in writing, nephew. That's right. I'm going, I'm getting in on some of this because I know one day it's going to be well worth it. I love what you're doing. It is an anointing. It is a gift. It is a blessing. It's all those things and more. And so, again, so very proud and so honored that God put us together so that I could be here to be of service and all of us here. So I want to thank you, Addison Hayden. You have the turnstile invitation, which means you're welcome back here anytime.
I definitely will.
Right? Get out there and be the blessing like Addison is that you want to see in the world. You don't always have to come up with something that's already here. Open it up. Thy will be done. Give what is greater than permission to send something through you to the world that the world has been waiting for. And they've been waiting for you to bring it. It happens every day. Here's proof. You guys get out there. I love you. I'll meet you here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central, God willing, where our guest will be. Oh, we have an Olympian, two-time Olympian, Kadivitz Robinson will be here tomorrow. Wait till you hear this one. This is a story. This guy is so phenomenal, so explosive, so powerful. You will be blessed and poured into like like you are every day. Let's just put it that way, right here on Bathrobe Moments. Edison, thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
No worries, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. God love you. God bless you. We will see you get out there and be the gift you want to receive, be the blessing that you need. Okay, bye, everybody. Have a great day. Wow.
Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you.